Hello and welcome to Stubtown, PSU TV's review show. This week we're reviewing Get Out.
You got your toothbrush?
Check.
Do you have your deodorant?
Check.
Do you have your cozy clothes?
Got that.
What?
Do they know I'm black?
Should they?
You might wanna,
Mom and Dad, my black boyfriend will be coming up this weekend. I just don't want you to be shocked that he's a black man.
I ain't never seen you like this before, bruh.
Meeting families and taking road trips. Don't come back all bougie, man.
Come back, got your damn pants up to your damn stomach.
With me this week is Tarquin Boyle. And yeah, you want to go ahead and give a little spoiler-free synopsis of what Get Out is about?
All right, so Get Out is about a young black man going to meet his white girlfriend's very, very white family. He's a little nervous about it, and he finds out for a very good reason.
That's fair. I think that's a good way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those weeks where the spoiler section is probably going to be longer than the spoiler-free section. Because part of the great thing about this movie is how it subverts expectations along the way while using familiar tropes of the horror genre. I think it's an incredible, especially, this is his directorial debut.
Yeah, this is Jordan Peele's big directorial debut. I mean, this is like half of Key and Peele, the comedy guys. And it's so weird to see Jordan Peele break out into something that's totally out of his vein.
I think it actually follows his vein pretty well. Like for me,
Oh,
it feels like
a
nice evolution of because it's still very funny at parts.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
really funny, and it's still addressing a lot of these it still has that lens of actually that's why the whole thing works, right?
Yeah.
Because without the lens of this is what it's like to be a black man in America. Without that lens, this movie is so schlocky.
Yeah.
It's a cure for wellness.
Yeah.
Levels of bad.
But done infinitely better.
Yeah, because it actually has that lens and has things to say outside. Like it's able to actually have a viewpoint and tell you and share sort of what these things are like.
Yeah, because I mean it's just like a great blend of horror and satire. I mean, there's so much comedy throughout it, and the comedy actually plays a vital role in the storytelling.
Absolutely.
And I mean it fits perfectly for Jordan Peele because he's hilarious. He's hilarious at writing, and I mean even in the parts that weren't necessarily funny, there was still a sort of air of awkwardness in the dialogue that still had me chuckling, even though it was not really a funny situation.
Yeah.
And I feel like he really sold that awkwardness in his dialogue so well.
Definitely. Oh man, and the acting in this movie,
Yes.
just top notch. Especially the main star.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I
I remember
can't
he was in
remember
an episode of Black Mirror, the one with the Utopia. I think it's the third episode or whatever.
Yeah, I've never really watched that.
He's check it out. You'll love it. He's so good.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
The way he expresses playing something off or things that would be offensive, the way he's able to sort of register them and just sort of try and let them go, and
it's like he's heard this shit before.
Yeah,
and he's just kind of rolling his eyes in his own head.
Yeah,
and he does that so well.
It's almost like a Bill Murray-esque thing where what he's thinking as he's going, but I don't know. It was fascinating. He's one of those, I could watch this guy do anything. Just eat a bowl of cereal and I'm that one, dude, that was great.
Yeah, I hope he's in a lot more stuff to come.
Oh, me too.
And I thought the girlfriend did a great job too.
Yeah,
we'll get more into that in the spoiler section, but there is some really great stuff with her performance.
Genuinely, all of the cast did exactly what they needed to do. They turned in the performance that this movie needed. And some of them are a little schlocky, but
that's
they
the
need
point.
to be. Yeah.
It's a horror movie.
And
I mean, he embraces the schlockiness that horror, I feel kind of needs to succeed to a certain point.
It's one of those I know it knows what it wants to be. It has a clear identity, which I've complained so much, especially this season of Stubtown, because it's January, February, none of the good movies are out.
Yeah.
Of lack of focus. There's these
Yeah.
movies that they kind of want to throw everything in and they don't really know the point. Like this one, it's so laser focused and knows so much what it wants to accomplish that it's just so pleasant to watch.
Yeah.
Especially as an aspiring filmmaker, I was just like, thank you. Look,
Yeah.
like
It's point A to point B. Like it knows what it's doing and it does it well.
yeah, and with probably about a fifth of the budget of The
Yeah.
Cure for Wellness, it
Oh yeah.
murdered it. It was so much better.
Absolutely was way better. And I mean, the critics agree. This movie has like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes from critics and only 88 from audience.
I
I'm
was
like, what?
I was so worried that I was like, if I don't like this, like I'll be that critic out. Like we knew it'd be you.
Yeah, well, it usually is.
but no, I mean, I'm with them. I'm like
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, it would. I loved it coming out of the theater, and I know you have super harsh opinions on stuff, so I'm like, if he happens to not like it, I am openly willing to challenge him and be like, what is wrong with this movie?
Absolutely. Oh no,
There's nothing really blaringly wrong with it at all.
No,
at any
absolutely
point.
not. No, I don't think so either.
Which is crazy. That's so hard to do.
I think it's because of the tone. Like he strikes his tone so perfectly on that edge of satire and horror. Like knowing the genre he's going into, and then being able to play with the satire enough, things that should feel like completely out of place. He kind of sets the tone perfectly to where he can do anything he wants.
Yeah, he can get away with it both.
It's goofy. When the goofy twist shows up at the end, it's just like, oh, like the tone works for this. So
Yeah.
it allows your audience to go with you, and I feel like that's legwork a lot of movies aren't doing anymore.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It's like, this is how you do it.
Yeah, please take notes.
Take notes.
Take notes from the comedian. Writing movies way better than most horror and drama writers are.
Well, and to be fair, I mean, I think he wrote and directed, and like having that amount of control, you just see it. You know?
Yeah, true.
It's not, Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
There wasn't 5 editors coming in and going like, I don't know how this works. Like,
Yeah.
all right. Do you have any other spoiler-free thoughts to share?
The visuals of the movie too. I mean, we're talking about the structure, the writing, and the directing, but I mean, the visual nature of it was really awesome.
Yeah. I actually really liked that all of the old white people are sort of shot in this somewhat grotesque-looking way.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, it's like that weird gray skies evening out, and it's this like party, and everything about it's uncomfortable, and they all like that lighting, that outdoor lighting, like just like accentuates the paleness of their old wrinkly skin so well, and it's just like, oh god,
there's something wrong here.
Yeah, it's just like every single interaction had me squirming with discomfort, like not just because like of the stuff like we were saying, the writing and directing, but like the imagery, like all these incredibly wide close-ups. Like I'm watching this movie, I didn't see it in like, I don't think there was an IMAX release or anything, but I went and saw it at the Regal with this super wide screen, and like his shoulders are taking up like from corner to corner, and these crazy wides, and these like reverse shots. Like I won't say the specific scene until the spoiler section, but it just it makes the scene feel so intimate and that much more uncomfortable when something is going wrong.
Absolutely.
And when you're that close to it, it's done so well.
Feels more inescapable.
Yeah.
Yeah, which totally works.
For the theme of the movie, which is literally called Get Out.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and we'll do a wrap-up, quick recommend, don't recommend, just in case people aren't clear on that right now. And then we'll move on to the spoiler section.
Yeah, definitely would 100% recommend. I had an amazing time. I might even go see it again in theaters, which I pretty much never do. Just because of the prices, but I'm stoked. This is probably going to be a movie that I buy, like on digital download, like for my collection or something when it comes out. So yeah, definitely would recommend 100%.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. 100% recommend. Very inspiring, especially seeing like I don't know, just it works on so many levels, and it knows exactly what it is, and it proves that like with focus and clarity, you can make a great film.
Yeah,
it's sometimes it's disheartening to see so many like weird writing flaws or unfocused movies or just bad stuff that Hollywood turns out.
Yeah, it gets made. That's the thing.
And it gets exhausting, especially if you have to review things. But this was such like a breath of fresh air, and it's still like a nice return to like knowing how to use the form and exploiting it for everything it's worth. Yeah, highly recommend. Definitely go see this movie. It's just so good.
It's great.
So good. Anyway, that's it for the spoiler-free section this week. We're going to head over to the spoiler section and talk about some of the more insane stuff in Get Out. Remember, this show is brought to you by PSU TV, a student organization focused on making film and video. So if that sounds cool to you, just reach out to us at contact@psu.tv. And we'll see you in the spoiler section.